Hey, welcome back to Daily Driver. What we're going to do is we're going to head over to Lowe's. Going to pick up some stuff for the house, but that's not why you're here. I will say one thing though, when you get this, just think about the concept of coming off your curb. You can really feel it. So make sure you take it at an angle, not directly straight on, because if you do, definitely going to be an issue. You're going to feel that back and forth rocking. So, all right, here we go to Lowe's. So I will tell you, this weekend we went down to the Ark to see some friends and family, and I've included some of that video at the end after this, but probably what you're most interested in is we actually did some boondocking for the first time in this rig. So the 70X is not bad for boondocking. So I'm gonna tell you, there is one thing we did find out, and I'll cover that a little bit later on in the video about boondocking with this. But this vehicle does have solar. It does have 2 coach batteries, but it seems to be that they drain rather quickly. So in the video coming up, you'll see where I actually drained the batteries pretty low down. So that does make you nervous, and it's never good, but they did last through the night, which was really good for us. So we did have the ability to continue to run the fridge all night without an issue. But it just seems that they drained a fair amount, you know, before we woke up in the morning. So they're down into the yellow, and that's never good. But one pro of that is they did charge all the way back up at the by the end of the day. Once we left the Ark, they were 100% full. But that's just something to think about. I think definitely need to add probably another 100 watts of solar to the vehicle, you know, for it to really be able to maintain itself. And this 70X does have its own plug up there that is available. There's one extra port that is available, so I don't think it's that difficult to put in there. But I would say, if you are going to buy this 70X and you're going to get that additional solar panel to put on the roof, you almost have to go with the roof rack. So that's one mistake I do regret, that I didn't get the roof rack with this. It just seems like it's a real cleaner installation with the roof rack, because the way the panels sit, they actually sit up off the roof. So a big pro to that would be you're not drilling as many holes in your roof. So that's definitely, when you're at the dealership, think about, hey, you know, I like to have the roof rack. It gives you the ladder that goes up on top, but it's really good for adding additional solar. So I definitely put that on the thing. I also talk about in this video the disco bed. So family of 5, we know that the Era 70X is only good for about 2 people in the back. You and your significant other would really enjoy the bed in the back. I got a couple videos on that I can link to that really show, you know, how to set out the bed, how big the bed is, a couple tips and tricks for the bed. But you know, I do have 3 young kids, so I have figured out that the disco beds, they do fit width-wise in the RV. You can see that in the footage that does follow, but it seems perfect. You know, the kids really enjoy sleeping that way. You know, they're out of the way, they're off the ground. It doesn't really take that long to set up. So definitely, if you have those grandkids, you know, the 70X with the 2 removable seats is going to get you those 2 extra spots you can take your grandkids with, and you're not putting them in the bed with you, because 2 adults and 3 kids in the bed just really doesn't work. The first weekend we went out in this rig, we actually did that. We put everybody in the back, so it wasn't really good and didn't really result in a great night's sleep, that's for sure. So we discovered the disco beds and we put those in, so those really work well. And again, those are available on Amazon if you're looking to get those. So I'd like to also cover the diesel exhaust fluid. So we're on, let's see, we're about 9,000 miles into this, and I've actually put in only 2 gallons of diesel exhaust fluid. So that's really not a big concern. I will tell you what's really good, and it took me a few seconds to realize this, but under the dash, the diesel exhaust fluid, under the hood with the diesel exhaust fluid, takes 2 gallons. It says it right on there. So if you go to Walmart or wherever you're buying your diesel exhaust fluid at, it comes in a 1 gallon container. So when you get to around half, that's a safe thing to think about. I know I got about a half left. So you just go fill it up. That 1 gallon fits in there perfect. So you don't have that diesel exhaust fluid. sitting around your garage and have to worry about kids or doing anything like that. So it's definitely just buy the gallon, throw it in, throw the container away, no issue, you're done. So that's really good. We also did some driving in downtown Cincinnati. I'll show a little bit of that footage a little bit later on also, but you know, one thing really good about the Sprinter that we've talked about many times is it's not that wide, so you don't feel really cramped when you're on those city roads. Again, you know, leave that little bit of distance in front of you so that you're not right up on somebody, but the width isn't bad, so it really works out well. And also for parking, you know, it really works okay for parking. You know, use that approach that, hey, no matter where you're parked, someone's really going to block you in, so go all the way to the end, parking where there's a driveway or a path in front of you so nobody can park directly in front of you, and just leave yourself some space. And you know, just slow and steady is, you know, truly really the key when you're driving. So remember, you have a big rig, it takes a long time to brake, so just go ahead and take that time, you know, to leave yourself the space. So alright, so let me talk about the Ark. So I'm not a super religious person. My mom really wanted to go to the Ark, and you can see her in the video that comes after this. But the Ark was truly amazing experience. If you're not religious, it doesn't matter. Can you imagine the Ark has 3,300,000 board feet of lumber in the Ark? So you'll see the video, and really it's truly amazing. And I will say that the attention to detail that they did at the Ark is ultimately impressive. I mean, all the way down to, you know, the cages that the animals use or have slants in the back and the way they would feed them, and it's just really good. And, you know, one thing that's also really amazing is the animatronics they did. They have a lady there that's obviously a robot, but her eyes move left to right, she blinks, she moves left and right, her hips move, her arms move, her legs move. It's almost creepy that, you know, you can almost see that's almost a human. So that's something to think about. And then after that, we went to the aquarium. It's a really nice aquarium, but you know, I think one thing they do well is they do staggered or timed entrances, so that works good. So it wasn't super busy when we went there. You could kind of walk through, you know, so that really worked out well. And again, we went early, and I would tell you, with both of these locations we went to, you really have to go early. We went to the Ark right when they opened. So the Ark has a huge parking lot for parking. You do pay a little bit additional, $5 for RVs. But what's really cool is the Ark actually has a little shuttle to go from the extended parking lot, and they actually bring you back into where you need to get your ticket and stuff like that. So you don't have to walk. There's no true punishment for bringing your RV, and there's plenty of space. So it really worked out well. One thing I did forget though before I left was I didn't crack all the windows and turn on the fantastic fan. So we did come back, and it was pretty blazing hot in the RV when we came back. We were sitting around 94 degrees. So it took us about 20 minutes to get the air conditioner, you know, good for the kids in the back. So what I do is I start up the RV, turn on the generator, start the air conditioner in the back, start the car, start the air conditioner in the front, get them both going. One key though is that fan up there, you're gonna have to make sure you turn that fan off, or what it does is really just sucks out all the air, and it takes forever to get cold. So, all right, good morning from Kentucky. Yesterday we drove into Kentucky. Today we're gonna meet some family to do the Ark experience. So last night what we ended up doing was did a little boondocking, as you call it. So I can show you what we got here. This is the setup we have for the kids. This is how they sleep. So I did a video on the disco beds and how they fit, but you can see here the two disco beds fit widthwise into the RV, so it works out perfect. The kids sleep here. I also created this little bracket right here for the bed, so it sits up and makes it level. So it really works out well. How did you guys sleep last night?
Good.
Egon? Egon slept bad. All right, see ya. How'd you sleep last night? Yeah? All right. As you can see, it's beautiful Kentucky, a little bluegrass here. So.
Bluegrass.
All right. Would like to talk about one thing though. We do have solar on this, and we do have the 2 coach batteries, but last night we didn't run anything besides the refrigerator, and you can see the batteries are pretty drained down, so I'll provide an update on that later on today to see how much we get back on those. But as you know, with these type of batteries, we don't want to drain them all the way, so we're charging now, and we'll see what we get up to today. So all right, so again, welcome to Kentucky, and what we'll do now is we'll head on over to the Ark, meet up with some friends and family. So, all right, let's go. All right, so we made it to the Ark. We're joined up by my mom here, my grandpa, and my grandma. So it was a good trip, not super far. So, all right, let's head into the Ark. All right, here in Newport, gonna stop by the aquarium. So, all right, let's go hit the aquarium. Here we go. Alright, hey, thanks for sticking around, but before you leave, make sure you smash that subscribe button, because doing that gets one more snack for my kids, and they really like snacks. Also, hit the like button. If you really liked it, throw me a comment. I'm always available, and I try to respond to all the comments. So, alright, again, have a great Memorial Day, because it's not Memorial Day, so enjoy your Labor Day. Have fun with the family. Grill some hot dogs, grill some burgers, have some adult beverages. Just take it easy. All right. Till next time, take care. We'll see you on the road.